Hello students, welcome to ARK Reflections IAS. India is finally getting ready for Census 2027 and this is not just another government survey. Census 2027 is going to be very important. You already know that normally India conducts a census once every 10 years. The last full census happened in 2011. The next one was due in 2021 but it was delayed due to COVID. So for the first time in independent India, we are looking at a very long gap. This is exactly why Census 2027 matters so much, because this is not just about counting people. This census will influence welfare policy, it will influence new reservation debates, it will also influence urban planning, and eventually it will shape the future of political representation in India. Now, before we get into the topic, first let's understand the basics. So, Census 2027 will be India's 16th census overall and the 8th after independence. The government officially notified the process in June 2025 itself. It will happen in two phases. The first is about house listing and housing census. It starts in April 2026. This collects the data on house types, assets, amenities like water and sanitation. The phase 2 will be about the population enumeration, the actual head count. The reference date is 1st March 2027 for most of India. But where did this all begin? Where did the concept of census begin at all? So India's first census was done back in 1872 and the first proper synchronous census happened in 1881. But did the British do it out of love for India? No, the British wanted control. They wanted to understand the taxation potential and labor availability in India. After independence, we continued this system because a modern state needs a reliable data to function. Today, the legal basis for conducting census is the Census Act 1948. One very important point, the census data is legally protected. Okay, under the Act, individual records are not open to public inspection and are not also admissible in court also. So that confidentiality is why the census is a trusted national exercise. So what makes the 2027 census so different? It is just a regular census, right? No. First, it is the India's first fully digital census. No more paper. Enumerators will use mobile apps, they will use digital forms, and they will be using GPS-linked geotagging. This is a massive administration shift for a faster and cleaner data. Second, this will officially include the caste enumeration. So, this is a politically huge debate. For the first time since independence, the union government will include caste for all individuals. This will directly impact welfare targeting and future policy arguments regarding representation of people. But naturally, whenever something massive is done, there are some questions that are always arising. Firstly, is the question of digital divide. Can we really reach the rural and low literacy zones accurately? And secondly, what about the privacy? With geotagging involved, how do we ensure public trust? And finally, what about the data quality? In a country of 140 crore people, even a small error creates massive policy distortions. And the biggest angle in Census 2027 is representation and delimitation. The census data is the foundation for distributing welfare, building hospitals, and most sensitively, parliamentary constituency reorganization. You must already know that fresh census data is the base for redrawing new Lok Sabha seats. This naturally brings up the North-South divide once again, the debate of North versus South. Should the states with higher population growth get more seats? Or should states that control population growth avoid being penalized for doing the right thing? This makes the Census 2027 deeply political. Census 2027 is about who we are and what we need. It will shape our policy, it will shape our federal balance for many, many decades to come. Remember, a country that does not count properly cannot plan properly. This is Yogiraj. Thanks for watching.